Hey, Tripp here from trippadvice.com. You might notice that my eyes are a little messed up right now. I was up very late last night coaching a student, taking him out, getting him over his approach anxiety and trying to get him to talk to and attract girls. And one of his biggest questions was, how do I start a conversation with the girl? This was one of the things that he was struggling with the most when he was talking to girls, when I was trying to encourage him to go up and start conversations. And so what we did is we came up with a few openers that I want to share with you today. Stuff that you can use pretty much any time you are going out and socializing. And I'm going to get to those in just a second. But what's very important for you to know is that when you are out and about, the opener does not matter. That's right. The opener has no effect on what is going to happen when you're talking to that girl. All it does is get you into conversation. When it comes to attraction, building attraction, getting a girl invested and interested in you, it's not the opener that she remembers. It's the time that you guys are spending together when you're in conversation with her. That is what gets her attracted. So guys are always looking for the best pickup lines, the best openers, and they're always trying to come up with the most witty thing that's going to help them get into conversation. When in reality, and test this out by the way, when you're ever with a girl and you get a date, or you guys are hanging out for a while, ask her if she remembers what you said when you guys first started conversation. 9 times out of 10, she will not remember at all. She doesn't remember what you said to start the conversation. Now, with this being said and this long rant, I still want to give you some good openers that you can use. And the ones that we used last night, and I'm going to change his name here. His name, let's just say, was Jeff. And last night he used these 2 openers. He said, "Hi, my name is Jeff." Yep, that was it. "Hi, my name is Jeff." That was the thing that he ended up saying to the girls. And you'd be surprised how easy it is to get into conversation with just that line. And the second one he used was, "Hey, are you from Chicago?" And last night I had him drill those 2 lines. I said, you can only say those 2 lines. You cannot open up with any other line. That was it. "Hi, my name is Jeff." And then, "Are you from Chicago?" Now again, those are 2 separate openers. Those were not used consecutively. He would just use that. And guess what happened? 100% of the approaches, he was able to get into conversation. It's not about how you open, it's just how you continue. Whatever you say to open up the conversation doesn't matter. It's where you go after the conversation. Now I'm going to play psychic. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking, Tripp. What do I say after the opener? All right, here's what you can do. If you go up to a girl and you say, "Hey, my name is Jeff," or whatever your name is, after that, you can say, again, almost anything. Comment on something she's drinking. Ask them how their night is going. Ask them what's going on. Ask them literally any question you want. Here's even a beautiful part about it. You don't have to ask a question. You can just say something. Say something that's on your mind. As another experiment, I had him go up to another group of girls and say anything that came to his mind. And the first thing that came to his mind is, "Have you been to Norway?" That was his opening line. And he's never been to Norway. So he went up to a couple girls and said, "Hey, have you ever been to Norway before?" And they just started talking about Norway, and then they just switched conversations. So that's my point here. Anything that's on your mind, you can go up and start talking to a girl about. You don't need an invitation. My suggestion to you is you minimize the time between you seeing the girl and actually going up and doing the approach. And then there's the easy one of going up to them and asking them, "Are you from?" and then insert the city where you're at right now. So I'm in Chicago right now, and he went and said, "Are you from Chicago?" And they started talking about Chicago. They started talking about another place where they're from, and then you just switch topics and go from there. The key is, doesn't matter what you say, you can say anything, it doesn't matter, as long as you get in there and start the conversation. All right, I'm gonna go take a nap because I'm exhausted, but I want you to go down to the description and I want you to click on my Facebook page. I get questions like these all the time and I'm answering them live. I'm answering your questions live, anything dating, sex, and relationships on Facebook. Yes, I do a Facebook Live every single week. At this point, it's Tuesdays at 12 p.m. Central, but they might change. Either way, if you like the Facebook page, you're gonna get notified when I'm going live, and then I'll be able to answer your questions. So go like my Facebook page, do it right now, and I'll see you in the comments. Let's talk about this.